didn't really name a crime.
That's one of the best parts too. That's one of the good parts. Yeah, that's one of the good. So the guy ran on getting Trump. So before he, it's not like Trump saying, "Hey, I want to get Hillary Clinton," because he actually knew the crime she committed, and then he didn't do it. This guy actually said, "I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to find something he did," which is very Stalin-esque. So in the Stalin world, it was, "Show me the man, I'll show you the crime." So this guy runs, says, "I'm going to get this guy." He goes, "All right, fuck, what do we got?" He starts piecing together things that are out of the statute of limitations. They're misdemeanors. 5 years have been gone. Stormy Daniels, the payoff. They investigated it. The federal government investigated this and said, "We don't have a case here." 2 different times. And then this guy goes, no, we'll repackage this federal.
The old bootstrap.
We'll repackage this as a state federal case, which doesn't exist. It's either state or federal. And we're going to repackage these misdemeanors as felonies. Now, in order to do it, you have to tie the felony to the individual acts. So it's 30 some acts to a felony crime. So he put 32 acts of basically check distribution and accounting ledger work and said, we're going to call these all the lightest possible felonies, but it has to be tied to a felony. He didn't even tie it to the felony at all, didn't tie it to a crime, which is what Jimmy was talking about. So he basically, in order for this case to happen, he had to say, okay, Stormy signed documents saying that they'd never even had sex. He has to pretend that that doesn't exist because he has to pretend that you're not allowed to pay people off to shut up, because the entire basis of an NDA is that you give somebody consideration for them signing over that they won't say anything. Because if you don't have a consideration and you're telling somebody don't say something, then really the consideration is they might have a threat of life. You have to have a financial gift to say, you can't say this, but here's your gift, a job or whatever it is. Okay, I'll sign that because that's an agreement. So in this case, the agreement would be pay off to Stormy. She's come out since and said they didn't even have sex. She actually signed papers, legal papers, saying they didn't even have sex, put it in her book, went on her book tour, that the whole thing was made up. So you have to forget that that happened. So the payoff to influence the election, it wasn't her influencing the election with a fake claim. It was him influencing the election by saying, hey, I don't want this fake claim out. Then you have to pretend that Michael Cohen was paid. So Michael Cohen has also signed papers saying that he was never reimbursed. So he paid Stormy himself, went to get reimbursed, and was never reimbursed for his actual payment to the person who made up claims. So you have to pretend that Michael Cohen hasn't already signed legal documents saying that he's paid her off and was never paid back. So after all that, you have to then pretend that Trump is an accountant and that this billionaire actually is the one writing checks in a ledger. Now, the best part, this is my favorite. All of the felonies that he has Trump committing for election interference are in 2017 when Trump's already in office. So he's claiming that Trump interfered in the 2016 election by doing things in 2017, by doing accounting work in 2017 and actually filling in sending a billionaire filling in accounting ledgers and writing personal checks to whomever, that interfered in the 2016 election in 2017. It's the whole thing's amazing. It's really like one of the most amazing mental gymnastics things I've ever seen.